goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Okay. Okay, last time we escaped from the hospital, but now we seem to be back at the mansion where the fire started. And I hear Officer Bradley talking, so... Or we could read it more, I couldn't hear it.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
I thought the graphics sucked at the beginning, right? But this looks super nice, so...
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day's only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Can't do that.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Do I have to make the decision now?
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Okay. So I can just go now? Is this even... I mean, that's the guy, right, with the tentacles. And up to the left is the wife. Okay. I could drink here. Still not drinking though. Okay, I hope the loading doesn't take too long. Let's think what happened last. We were at the hospital and this guy said something about the Leviathan. Is that No, the Leviathan was something different. I think there's different gods in this game, right? Like different Lovecraftian gods. The main one, of course, being Cthulhu. But something happened with the Leviathan and the other guy, that Sanders person. Oh, that's the Shambler. Yeah, I'm just reading the text actually now. So there seems to be at least 3 different gods. Cthulhu, Leviathan and the Shambler till now. Okay.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh, these paintings.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Okay, I can't use that, and I think I have sympathy for her, so I think I'm gonna tell her the truth.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Okay, I think... I mean, that's what I don't like that much about these options, is that it clearly says that this is a option that uses a skill, so it seems to be the better option. Like, it's pretty clear before you actually choose that, oh yeah, if you have eloquence you can use this, instead of actually doing what I would want to do. I would still use this.
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Okay, that's interesting. And okay, they show me this.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Damn. Okay, so on right next to the wife is the painter. Left is Mr. Sanders. Nothing at the back, of course, again. Oh, I can do stuff like this. Okay.
A house of artists. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Yeah.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Okay. So there was already a letter which we found in Sarah's house saying that the last painting was not sold but a present of sorts. Oh, that's the painting, probably still wrapped.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Is the painting moving because I'm in this past sequence, or is it always moving like this?
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
I mean, the painting makes her husband mad, right?
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
Huh.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Damn, okay, did I not look at this before?
Did she really care for him after all?
Okay. Okay, Thomas Fuller, the doctor, doesn't want to return the body to the wife of the deceased, probably to hide what happened. Okay. Locked doors. That's where she is.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay, stealing. Oh.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Damn. Is that the same? Oh, the left one looks like these are humans. Or am I just imagining that? The right one is just a normal mountain. Damn, that's pretty cool. Is that... Oh, I'm so bad with the names, but is that the painter itself? Herself? Okay, I'm actually gonna go to the gallery now. Not here. Before I talk to her. Oh. Okay, medical perk, I guess.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Okay. Trophy for finding this. There's something there. What I was really wondering about all these books on whaling, I mean, all these people live in a town where everyone is whaling and stuff, so would you be really interested in reading stuff like Moby Dick or something? Like, isn't that probably... Like, I mean, it's already their job. Do you really go home from whaling and then read about it, or...
I could use one of those.
Sleeping pills. Okay, now I have them, but I would have needed them earlier.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
She says it's an accursed painting. I cannot be the architect of your fall. Forget Shambler. And they were good friends, so she really tried to save him from his obsession with this painting.
An old diary.
Okay, the wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams. They think it's a vision of a messenger sent by God. Okay, the same fate as a lost tribe. Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 3. Maybe this dream catcher that I picked up here has something to do with that. Wrong button. Let's see. Is it this? No. Where do I find this stuff? Didn't I put... Okay. But what I can do is... I only have 5. I could use eloquence. But I don't actually like to be eloquent that much. Spots hidden. I think you can find stuff by yourself, you don't need that stuff. And psychology. Okay, I think maybe I will use that. Okay, so this stuff goes up automatically when I find stuff. Oh wait, I have to press the start button to actually... Yeah, okay, it seems like I can't find the Dreamcatcher. That's weird. Okay, so talk to her. No, look at the book first. Why would you read the book? Read the book. Okay. It's a kind of encyclopedia. Oh my god. Of monsters and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Mullers, Prestarium. Okay. Volume 2. I wonder if I missed stuff. Oh, there's something. Strong enough to open it. There's the key to Sammer's gallery. Okay.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Yeah, I don't find eloquence that cool, actually. Like, I don't want to lie to her in this, because I don't see the reason why, even though she seems to be like some sort of mob boss. But this answer doesn't feel, or this question, no, this answer. Yeah, I'm gonna
Another
go for this.
painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
All's fair in love and war, I suppose.
Oh, wait. I thought that I'm gonna go on.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Snoop. Okay. Okay. This looks fucking... This guy is rich. What is this? This looks like the fishman from Star Wars Episode 1. What is this even like? It's really hard to actually see. Is this people? Okay. Okay, so it's not from the... I was thinking maybe the light from my lighter makes these texts glow. How did you get this stuff inside here? Like, look at the doors. I mean, okay, maybe from a different angle. Okay. Nothing happened? Didn't I just press something there? Weird.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
I mean, I found a dagger like this in the cave where these occult hooded people had their meeting, right? So this seems to be connected. There always seems to be a dagger in each of these sets. Okay, there's the Shambler.
The public entrance to the gallery.
Also, it is really a museum. Okay, a woman that turns into a Cthulhu thing. Is that him? No, right? I mean, he didn't paint himself, did he? Again, a dagger in the middle. Okay. this thing in big.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Maybe he collected all these daggers to actually kill one of the gods or whatever it is. Oh. Did he hold the lighter too long and now he had to put it away? Like these these lighters get super hot, right? So okay. Okay. Okay, he just makes a super light noise, so maybe. Okay, you can fill up the light here. You can hide here. Okay, he still has claustrophobia. Okay, I think that's a foreshadowing that probably I'm gonna look at the
The
painting.
man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Okay. Just what is here? Again, light. Okay, yeah, let's not wait too much longer. Okay. Big open. Damn. He comes out of there. Ooh! We got monsters?
What the hell was that?
Okay. Did you see that? Okay. It's cool that there's a monster now, but stealth section? No, come on, you can't skip this.
What the hell was that?
Question, where do I have to go? Where is the closet? Here. Oh, I'm so... Tension. Okay, I'm in the closet. But now. Like, can't see him. Oh, it's so dark.
I can't even touch it.
This is scary. Why is it so dark? Can't even see where I have to go. No. Okay, he really doesn't go into there. Okay, I must get rid of this horror somehow.
What the hell was that? Came out of this painting. There has to be a way.
Look, the thing is, this is not scary if I'm not actually able to understand what I'm supposed to do. Like now, I'm already at the point of trial and error. So, what's the point? Like, I'm not actually scared of the monster anymore. Okay, I can't go to this, that's clear. Is there another closet somewhere?
I can't even touch it.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Okay, so I have to do something against the monster, but... How did you see me? That's... So what is this? What can I do? Can I open the... Maybe I need... No. Okay, I can run from it.
What the hell was that?
I mean, there's the only place that light comes in, right? Same actually here. I don't see anything that I can...
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
How do I use it? Okay. Dagger. Question. Controls. Shoot. Interact. X seems to be the only option. Didn't seem like I can do anything with
What
the
the
dagger.
hell was that?
Question is if that's the right dagger.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
you know how to... Maybe I have to destroy the painting?
What the hell was that?
With the dagger. Could that be?
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
That seemed to be how you do it.
What the hell was that?
Okay.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
I think this dagger actually. Let's see.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Okay, not this dagger. It's so dark, actually, that's... I mean, this thing can't see, right? So maybe... The thing is, I can't see where it is from here, so... That's the point. Okay. This is it.
What the hell was that?
What's the point then of hiding him? Could I have known which dagger?
What the?
Do I have any clues? At the Sanders. Okay, it was...
What was that? What the hell was that?
Okay.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Whatever. Of course.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Of course. I seem to never be able to get this one dagger. I think it's this one just because the hiding room is right in front of it. And it's the furthest
What
away.
the hell was that?
So. Let's see.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay. No, it's not there. But I also have to. You can't see me. Okay.
What the hell was that?
I don't like this stealth section. Just because you can't really see where it's going, you know? Like you just have to go into rooms and then hope it's not there or something. I don't like that. Let's see. Is it this one? This one is.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
That's it. This one it is. Finally. Oh.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Okay. First thing.
It's nothing. I think I just drank too much.
That goes without saying. If you can't tell the difference between reality and fiction, then you're in real trouble.
how can I...
My arm was disappearing into this painting. You must have seen that.
I saw you put your trembling hands on a collector's artifact. Where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Okay, so... First of all... First, it's weird that the dialogue options actually are not... They don't make sense. Did you see? Like, I actually did not tell her about the creatures. But then I still was able to actually tell her about it. Like I would have given the other option, the other answer. I mean, it's cool that you don't block paths, but that's just weird.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
But it's her.